Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session of the Prince2 series. In this area of learning, we will cover different aspects of the project management. So to begin, let's just start with the basis of particularly focusing on the principles that are essential for all levels of the Prince2 exams, whether you're aiming for a foundation or practitioner, even you're just use it as for your simple projects in your sector. It doesn't matter. It could be tailored to any kind of sector. Um, and that's a really good option to boost your skills in your own project. So let's dive into it without any further ado. Let's talk about a Prince2 here, just very quickly. As you can see, there is a structure for the any kind of the project, but project management in terms of the Prince2 is a methodology that includes four integrated elements of principles, themes, process, and project environment. It is entirely generic, as I said, and therefore can be used in any industry or domain. There's 2 points that I would like to mention here. That first of all, Prince2 principles are guiding obligations and a good practice that shows whether the project genuinely and realistically being managed using Prince2. And the other one is there are 7 principles. And unless all of them are applied, it is not a Prince2 project. So in this matter, we just jump into principles in this video. And as you can see, there is 7 principles in general, and it's really important to get know about them very quickly and in simple words. So the first one is the principle of continued business justification. You know, in a simple word, states that the project must have a clear documented business justification. Just let me know if you need a separate video for that. I can just go through that really in a simple way and show you how to write the documents that can really justify your project, and it needs to be covered different aspects. So this means that the project must be able to show that it will be deliver value to the organization. And as you may know, it's really important to generating value. So if for any reason the project can no longer be justified, the project should be stopped. And by stopping the project in this circumstance, it is a positive contribution for your organization to redesign and reinvest it everything you have in other projects. So if you doubt about it, just review, get the permission by the project executive board, and just stop the project. As a very clear example, you can just imagine a company to decide to develop a new product, and the best justification for this product would be to increase sales and market share. So the company would need to track the project progress against the business justification entirely at the life cycle of the project. And at any stage, if you're thinking that the market has changed or the project is failure or any risk is in the pipeline, so they can just quickly get rid of that. That's quite important to how you want to deal with different risk as well. So the second one is learn from experience. As you may know, that it's really obvious. The principle of learn from experience states that organization should learn from its the success from the previous success and the failures of the past projects. This can be done by collecting and analyzing different lessons learned by the different previous project managers, project board, or whoever who participated in different parts of the project. Another clear example: a company has a history of the project that have exceed budget, and the company could learn from this experience by implementing a more consolidate budget management process for the future project. And again, for this one, if you want to go through this document, I already worked on the several different lesson learned logs. We call it the lesson log, so you can just I can share it with you in a different video as well. The third one is to define roles and responsibility. This principle actually is really important. It's you may counter confusion and duplication in entirely a new project in terms of communication or understanding who is doing what. All projects have the primary stakeholder, and you need to clarify uh, those. So there are three main category of this sector. The first one is the business sponsor, who endorse objectives and ensure that all business investment provides value for money. So the other one is the user category. Users could be the senior user, the end user, but specifically user who, after the project is completed, use the products to enable the organization to gain the expected benefits. And suppliers who provide the resources and the expertise. It doesn't matter; it could be the money or just the skills required by the project. So it could be internal, it could be external, but all these three stakeholders, must be represented effectively and working intertwined all together in the project to make sure that you're doing the same job, you're doing you're working for meaningful work. Number four is managed by stage. So the principle of managing with stage states that the project should be divided into different stages. So this will help to make the project more manageable. And depends on the size of your project. If you want to evaluate or size up your project, then you can spot it. You can just make it more clarified for yourself to understand that whether you are need managed by stage or not, but it doesn't matter if it's a really small project, be just in one phase or two phase, but definitely needs to be controlled. So as example, a project to develop a new software application divided into the like planning, design, development, testing, and deployment as like a waterfall, which is now not recommended for software. I mean, all kind of software, but you can just use it in some different sectors, or it depends on your requirement as well. But anyway, just remember that everything needs to be manageable, and we also, provide a more structured approach for risk management, and that's the reason behind that. It's about risk management and controlling a number of things. This is what we need. Principle number 5 is about manage by exception. So this one states that a project managers should only intervene when there is a problem. So these will help to free up the project managers to focus on more strategic issues. And as an example, just imagine a project manager is monitoring the project progress and identifies that the project is behind the schedule. So to make it behind the schedule, the project manager would then intervene to take the corrective action. And this corrective action could be implemented in different aspects of the project that we call it cost, time, quality, scope, benefits, or risk. So any of these aspects can be tailored, can be changed due to a positive and corrective response to any kind of exception. So we have a risk register, we have different risk plans, but if something happened as an issue, then you need to take a quick action, out of the plan, and that's something that we call it managed by exception. So you can just call it an issue stage. Number 6 is a product focus. That's really important because the project to develop a new website for a company would be focused on delivering a website, just working, and it meets the needs of the company and customers. So just remember this point: a successful project is output oriented and not activity oriented. That's really important point. And an output oriented project is one of that agrees and defines a project product prior to undertaking the activities required to produce them. It's really important that just focus on something that works. And the last but not least here is about talking about the tailor the suit and your project environment, as we've reviewed that before. So tailoring requires the project board or the project managers to take the proactive choice in terms of the size of the project and decision how PRINCE2 will be applied. So the project initiation document, as you may know, we call it PID, Could we describe how Prince2 has been tailored for a particular project? So the project manager document tailoring in that document is not tailored. It's unlikely that the project management effort and approach would be appropriated for the needs of that project. And if you just could imagine that if you not tailor that for your own project, it means that you have a huge project with all different aspects of like lesson learned, risk register that potentially you don't need most of them. That's really important to uh, clear your state and how you want to use that in your real work. That's about the principles. In the next video, we're going through the talking about the process, themes, and other things. Just follow, subscribe, stay tuned, and till next video. Take care and bye bye.